Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राज का आचार्य अशोतर श्रीमद श्री अभय चरणामृत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। ISKCON and BBT founder Acharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Kadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Savadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamsha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी भानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। Hare Krishna. So I'd like to welcome all the devotees for Friday afternoon program. We are very, very fortunate by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada that somehow or other we get this opportunity. Even though we don't desire it, we don't deserve it. First of all, we don't deserve it. Because such exalted matter, especially about the Lordship from the scripture Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, is the subject matter for the liberated soul. But somehow or other, by the inconceivable mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Acharyas and his faithful followers, we all have been given this wonderful opportunity that no matter wherever, whichever part of world we are in, but by the blessing of this wonderful association of devotees, ISKCON, we are getting this wonderful opportunity to hear and glorify the Lordship. And especially in this month of Kartik, just imagine this wonderful pastime, which is very confidential pastime of Vrindavan, Vraja, the topmost pastime of Lordship. That's why Narottam Das Thakur describes that definitely we are not qualified for this, to hear this pastime or to enter into this pastime. He says, Vishaya chhadiya kabe, Vishaya chhadiya kabe, Shuddha bemana, Tabe hama heri bo, Shri Vrindavana. So he's saying that when all the anarthas, especially the Vishaya bhog, the enjoying tendency, the sense gratification, when all this will be washed away, O my Lord, then it may be possible that I can approach or enter into Vraja or the Vraja pastime. It's a very exalted pastime actually, basically. That's why Srila Prabhupada also, if you read the 10th canto purport, he's very, very careful. Although it's a completely Madhura Ras, but you see Srila Prabhupada's purport is filled with philosophy. Filled with philosophy. He's very careful in presenting the Vraja Leela to all of us. The special jiva of this age of Kali. Because we have a very wonderful tendency, very wonderful art we know. You know what we know? No matter whatever sacred festival or sacred event of the Lordship is there, we can very easily bring it to our level actually. We can very easily bring it down with our polluted mind at our level. That's why Srila Prabhupada and all the Acharyas are very, very careful in presenting to all of us basically. So, at the beginning only I am disclaiming the disclosure. They are definitely not at all qualified to touch this wonderful pastime, any pastime of Vrindavan Dham. But nevertheless, whatever we have heard from the Acharyas, whatever we read from Srimad Bhagavatam, we have heard from our spiritual masters, Tatha me kirtayapi anga, yatha mati yatha shrutam, kirtim harem svam swat kartum, giram anya vidasati. Maitre Muni describing this wonderful pastime, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and before Srimad Bhagavatam he says this is the qualification. He says, although I am not qualified, but whatever I have heard from my spiritual master, yatha mati yatha shrutam, and after hearing whatever filtered and rested in my mind, my tiny brain, I am going to speak to you, O Vidura. Why? Otherwise, the power of my speech would remain unchaste. That's how he used the word, 3636. So, and after that he speaks a very wonderful verse, very wonderful. He spoke actually. He says, Ekanta labha vachaso na pumsam, sushloka mauler gulabadamahu, sutesha vidvad bhira upakitayam katha sudhayam upasamprayogam. He says, O Vidura, the highest perfectional gain of humanity is attained by discussing the wonderful pastimes, discussion of this pious actor. Who is the pious actor? Lord Shri Krishna, Natvar. So he's saying, O Vidura, the highest perfectional stage, पूर्ण सिद्धि मनुष्य जीवन की सिद्धि कैसे प्राप्त होगी? जब हम भगवान श्री कृष्ण के कार्यकलापों का श्रवण करेंगे. And he said, it's so wonderfully arranged. Shu shlok maulay. उत्तम श्लोक के द्वारा इनका गुणा रचना की गई है. So please try to what we have to do, he said, katha sudhayam upasam prayogam. Just somehow or other you just place your ear near to this discussion. Just place your ear. Wherever this wonderful pastime is being discussed, just go and place your ear there. That's all. Life is successful. That's what he's saying. Upasam prayogam. Katha sudhayam. So I'm very, very grateful to HG Brajprakash and all the devotees who have given me this wonderful opportunity to recite this wonderful pastime and hear this wonderful pastime. And I seek all of your blessings, all our previous acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, that in parampara whatever we have heard, we can just try to repeat and try to just contemplate and meditate on this wonderful pastime. The entire month we have to meditate on this wonderful pastime. And every year we get this opportunity, isn't it? Every year. The same thing. This is one of the nature of a spiritual world. There's nothing new. In the same thing, you'll get a newer taste. Tadeva ramyam ruchiram navam navam. But the same subject matter. Subject matter will remain same, but due to our elevation in the consciousness, you will get the newer taste. But subject matter will remain same. Same Damodara Astakam, same Damodara pastime, year after year. At least for last 5,000 plus years, it has been glorified like this. And Acharya, they take so much pleasure. You look at our Guru Varga, when they recite the same pastime, but with great intensity of absorption every year. Same pastime, but wonderful absorption. So this is the difference between the material subject matter and spiritual subject matter. In material subject matter, in mundane topics, after 1, 2, 3 times you get bored actually, isn't it? That's why you get a new songs. Even the children, they get bored. That's why the syllabus is being changed, being revised after 3, 4 years. CBSE, whatever you name it, being revised. But Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, same. No revision. Krishna is saying, Arjuna, evam parampara prapta rajrishyo. I had given this knowledge to the Ichwaku, Vivasman, Ichwaku, Manu, same knowledge. And now after due course of time, again I am establishing the same principle, same knowledge to you. And Bhagavad Gita as it is, exactly same. But due to our purification of the heart, we get newer taste because it's very, very deep. So many layers are there actually. And based on our purity, the spiritual purity, the layer one after other, it is being revealed to us. Prakashante Mahatmana. So by the mercy of the spiritual master and the lordship, the one after other layers being revealed, and then you can see, oh, this is how this wonderful pastime is. And the whole purpose of hearing this pastime or reciting this pastime is what? What is the whole purpose? To get attracted towards Krishna. Otherwise, what is the use? Why Krishna is coming all the way from Golok Vrindavan to this loka, Bhauma Vrindavan, and performing such pastime? So Sukadeva Goswami recites in Srimad Bhagavatam. He says, Anugrahaya bhaktanam manusam deha astitah tadashi bhajate krida yah shutva tat paro bhaved. Anugrahaya bhaktanam. The first purpose, to bestow the mercy upon his pure devotees. Because pure devotee, they want to hear. For them, it's na vitrapyami. They never ever they satiated. So they want to hear more and more about Lord. And that's why Lord performs more and more pastimes. So anugrahaya bhaktana, this is the first reason. And second, yah shutva tat paro bhavet. The person who have not yet developed that laulyam, that love, premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena, if they have not developed, for those people in which we all belongs to, that category, yah shutva, just after hearing, tat paro bhavet. Just by hearing this pastime will be elevated. That is the nature of the pastime of Lord Shri Krishna. Prabhupada writes in Krishna book very nicely that we all have lost our relationship with Krishna. And by the Leela Smaranam, again we re-established our relationship with Krishna. By the Leela Smaranam. All the Leela of Krishna in Krishna book. So this is a wonderful one of the pastime of Lord, which is most widely enchanted. Very, very sweet pastime. All over the world. Not only in this world, but in the spiritual world. Very, very enchanted pastime. So the beginning of this pastime, we can see from Srimad Bhagavatam pages, and this is by Satvat Muni. We'll try to have these two sources. And there's a wonderful commentary by Sanatana Pad Goswami, which is called Digdarshini Tika. He has given the commentary on the Damodara, especially. He has given Sararth Darshini also, Sararth Vashani, and Sararth Darshini, and especially on this Damodara he has given Digdarshini Tika on these 8 verses, which is very much glorified in the Vaishnava, especially in the Gaudiya Vaishnavas community. So here, Bhagavan Shri Krishna in 10th canto is performing wonderful pastime, and Parikshit Maharaj is the one who is hearing it, one after other. So the very first pastime of Lord Shri Krishna in Bhagavatam is which one? Who will say? Very nice. The very first pastime is Putna. That's why that also very, very famous pastime. Because सबसे पहला वो भगवान का लीला है, Putna. So 10th canto 6th chapter. So in the first chapter itself, Parikshit Maharaj is saying that don't worry about me. Now I am completely all right, oh my Lord, my spiritual master. Please narrate this Krishna's pastime in great, great detail. Great, great detail. Because in 9th canto, Sukadeva Goswami mentioned, see, Parikshit Maharaj is also very, very compassionate for all the jiva in the Kali Yuga. In 9th canto, last chapter, Sukadeva Goswami is saying that one of the purpose of this pastime, especially for the Kali Yuga, Kalo Janishyamananam Dukha Shok Tamonudam. He says, for Kalo Janishyamananam, the people who are going to come in the Kali Yuga to remove their Dukha, Shok and Andhakar, Tamo, Krishna is going to perform this pastime. Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Vyatanod Shupunyam Yashaha. Shupunyam Vyatanod Yashaha. 9th canto 24th chapter, last chapter. In a very brief, he is describing about the Yaduvamshi, the Chandravamsi Leela. And few sloka he winded up everything. He concised everything in 3-4 slokas and said complete. All Krishna's pastime right from childhood till he was there on the planet. He, in few shloka, he described all the pastime. And he's saying also, for age of Kali, Krishna is going to perform such pastime. And just by hearing such pastime, what will happen? He says, Vyatanoda supunyam, supunyam vyatanodesha. There all the sukriti will be arisen, will be awakened. And then he says, Yasas tirtha vare sakrit. After that he's saying, just hearing these pastimes, all the people in the age of Kali Yuga, what will happen? Upasrishtva, shotanjali upasprishya, dhunote karma vasanam. All their vasana, all their the mentality of doing the sakam karma, all will be eradicated, will be purified just by satkarna piyushe yasmin. Because by hearing such pastime, their karna will become satkarna, become purified. And through the purified ears, when again they will start hearing this pastime of Lord Shri Krishna, especially in the age of Kali, this is tirtha vare. Tirtha vare is a very nice word. Prabhupada describes तीर्थ वर्य. सब लोग तीर्थ पे जाते हैं ना, ये तीर्थ वर्य है. जैसे हरिदास वर्य वैसे तीर्थ वर्य. वो कहते हैं कि तीर्थ वर्य क्या है? तीर्थ वर्य मतलब just keeping ourselves in the narration of Lord Shri Krishna, keeping our ears. That's called the most exalted तीर्थ. कहीं पर जाने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. जाएं तो अच्छी बात है, अगर अवसर मिले तो हमें जाना चाहिए. मथुरा वृंदावन जाना चाहिए हमें, मथुरावास. But Prabhupada described there in the word-to-word meaning, Tirthvar means the holiest, the most holy place. जहाँ पर हम अपने कानों को भगवान के गुणों को में रखते हैं, उनके लीला में रखते हैं. It's very nice. These two verses are very wonderful in 9th canto. So there he concludes the pastime. Then at the very beginning in 10th canto, Parikshit Maharaj is clarifying, okay, I'm not satisfied, I'm not satiated by this. Even the age of Kali people also, because for them he's compassionate, he's saying, please describe in great detail. Avatira yado vamshe bhagavan bhuta bhavana tani to vishvatma yani to vad vistarat. Vistarat. Avatira yado vamshe, कृपा करके यदो वंश में आने वाले भगवान श्री कृष्ण, उनकी सभी कथाओं को, all his pastimes right from beginning to end, please describe in great detail. 10.1.3 Srimad Bhagavatam. Please describe in great detail. Vistarat. And then now Shukdev Goswami is describing, started describing pastime, starting with the Putna pastime. And after describing the Putna pastime at the end, very wonderful Shrutifal he is saying. He is saying, यह एतत् पूतना मोक्षम, यह एतत् पूतना मोक्षम कृष्णस्य अर्भकम अद्भुतम. Very nice word. So this Sukadeva Goswami is describing here, Parikshit Maharaj, sorry, Sukadeva Goswami, a very beautiful word is using here. Krishnasya arbhakam adbhutam. Krishnasya arbhakam. Arbhakam means childhood pastime. Bal Leela Bhagwan ki. So he's saying, yah etat पूतना मोक्षम, नंबर 1, जो भी इस पूतना के मोक्ष की लीला का श्रवण करेंगे, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, कृष्णस्य अर्भकम अद्भुतम, एंड ऑल कृष्णा's childhood pastimes, including this pastimes, which are very wonderful, adbhutam. Shunyaach श्रद्धया, शुणवाच श्रद्धया मर्तयो. मर्तयो मीन्स जो मृत लोक में है, जो हम सब मृत लोक में रहने वाले को मर्तयो कहते हैं. इसको मृत लोक कहा जाता है जहाँ पर हम रहते हैं. वेरी वंडरफुल प्लेस. हाँ, द नेम इज मृत लोक. सबको यहाँ पर मरना होता है. एवरीबडी हैज टू डाई. जो नीचे जाएंगे उनको भी यहाँ पे आना पड़ेगा, जो ऊपर जाएंगे उनको भी यहाँ पे आना पड़ेगा. मृत लोक बोलते हैं इसको. और फिर यहाँ से ही आपका जंक्शन, वी कैन गो टू बैक टू गॉड हेड. मृत लोक. सो सेइंग शून्याच श्रद्धया मर्तयो गोविंदे लभिते पर. लोग गोविंदे लभते गतिम रतिम. कि जो भी इस पूतना की कथा और साथ में भगवान की बाल लीलाओं का श्रवण करेंगे श्रद्धापूर्वक, अद्भुत जो लीलाएं हैं, सो व्हाट विल हैपन? गोविंदे लभते रतिम. दे विल डेवलप unflinching love for Lord Govinda. This is a very nice word, Govinda has come here. So Krishna, normally the Krishna name is general name of Krishna, which is spoken anywhere. It may be in Mathura, it may be in Dwarika, anywhere. But in Vrindavan, it's only Govinda. So Govinda is specifically for Krishna of Vrindavan. So Lord Krishna in Vrindavan is called Govinda because cow is there only. So Govinda. And especially for gopis, he's called Gopinath or Gopi Janavallabh. So this is how Krishna has been, by Acharyas, this name has different meanings. Krishna, in Dwarika also Krishna is there, Mathura Krishna is there. But Govinda only in Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan, amongst the gopis and Srimati Radharani, Gopi Janavallabh. So now, when he heard this, Parikshit Maharaj, so he thought that this is Shrutifal he is saying, it means he is going to conclude here again. See, first he, in the 9th chapter, 9th canto, so he spoken, please tell in Vistarat. And after one pastime of Putna, he gave the Shrutifal. Normally Shrutifal when you give when you conclude the entire topic, right? So he thought that again he is going to conclude. So again in the, let's see the wonderful reciprocation, as Prabhu mentioned the verse 118:15, upon Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, the speaker and hearer qualification, Hari Charit Udaram, that their focus is only, the life and soul is what? Only Lord Hari. केवल उनके बारे में श्रवण कीर्तन करना, उनके लाइफ का पूरा फोकस उसी पर है. That's only one focus, व्यवसात्मिका बुद्धि. So now Parikshit Maharaj is saying, what is this Maharaj? अभी मैंने आपसे विनती किया और आप एक ही अभी अध्याय के बाद आप बोल रहे हैं कि श्रुतिफल कि जब गोविंद लभते परिम गतिम, उनको गोविंद का प्रेम प्राप्त होगा, तो it seems that we're going to conclude here. And then he says, no, I want to hear more and more. So 7th chapter, again he's beginning with the prayer. Parikshit Rajo Vacha, again, huh? So he says, what is that? Very nice verse comes there actually. Yena yena avatarena bhagavan hari ishvara, bhagavan ishvaro hari. Karoti karnamyani manogyani chanah prabhu. Yena yena avatarena bhagavan ishvaro hari. Krishna has taken so many wonderful incarnations, right? Mas Parod writes the purport, Varaha, Matsya, so many. But out of those, all those incarnations, the Krishna's pastimes is very, very special. Prabhupada writes in the purport. And that's what he's saying also. Yenian avatarena Bhagavan Hari Ishvaraha, which are very, very pleasing, especially Lord Krishna's pastime. Karoti Karn Ramyani. Karn Ramyani. कानों के लिए भी बहुत रम्यानी है. Ramante. Pleasing. And Manogyani Chanah Prabhu. And mind also has become very, very pleased when we hear Krishna's pastime. So, oh my master, again he's saying, Yah Shrunvato Apaitir Aratrivi Trishna Sattvam Cha Shuddhayed Acharena Pumsaha Tadeva Haram Bhakti Harau Tad Purushe Cha Sakhyam Tadeva Haram Vada Manayashe Cheta. Very beautiful verse. Acharya gives wonderful commentary on this actually. It's one of the very, very wonderful verse of Parikshit, spoken by Parikshit Maharaj. That what is the purpose of hearing the childhood pastime of Lord Shri Krishna? Very beautiful verse. He's saying, oh my master, I think that we should keep on hearing childhood pastime. Why? Yaha Shrunvato Apayati. Apayati means it vanishes. It vanishes what? Or Ratir. Or Ratir means normally we don't have taste, Rati, in Krishna's name, pastimes, Leela or Gun. We don't want to hear. We want to hear thousands of subject matter. आप देखिए सुबह से शाम तक हम लोग कितनी बातें करते हैं. Just introspect ourselves. Since morning, Prabhupada writes in one of the places actually, that even the birds, right from big morning, they are just chirping. Chup, 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 chup. सब बातें कर रहे हैं. जहाँ देखो आप, सुबह होते ही गाड़ियों की आवाज़ सुनाई पड़ रही है, लोग बातें कर रहे हैं, ऑफिस में लोग बातें कर रहे हैं, चिड़ियाँ चहचहा रही हैं. Everybody is speaking, right? But very few people are there who are engaged in discussing what? Krishna's pastime. Because normally people, they don't have rati. There's no taste, right? सही बात है ना? सब साधु बैठे हैं यहाँ पर, कोई बोल नहीं रहा. तो परीक्षित महाराज बोल रहे हैं कि अपैति और रतिर. Oh my Lord, this childhood pastime of Lord Shri Krishna will vanish the aratir. It means will create the rati. And vitrishna. The trishna means hankering for hearing the mundane subject matter which is there. And because of that, Krishna's pastime is not so pleasing. So the root cause is what? Trishna. The attachment for other subject matter. That will be vitrishna. That will be also vanish completely. Apathy. So by hearing Krishna's childhood pastime, two things will happen. One thing, the taste for mundane subject matter will diminish and taste for Krishna's pastime will increase. It's amazing, huh? This is the purpose of hearing the Krishna's childhood pastime. He said, and what will happen again? He says, very beautiful, he says, Satyam cha shuddhyatya. The entire heart will be purified. And not in very long time. और चिरेना मतलब चिर का मतलब लॉन्ग टाइम और चिरेना मतलब बहुत कम समय में. In very very short period of time it will happen. And he says, what will happen? The attachment for devotional service, oh my Lord. Bhakti harau means attachment for devotional service will increase in the heart. And one beautiful thing, it's very important, very very important. He says, Purusam cha sakhye. The devotee who are going to help you, who are going to motivate you, inspire you, cha sakhyam. You will have a very very friendly relationship with them. This will be the effect of hearing the childhood pastime. भगवान की childhood pastime सुनने से भक्तों के साथ में आपका बहुत सुंदर संबंध बन जाएगा. सख्यम, पुरुषे च सख्यम. उनके साथ में बहुत अच्छी मित्रता हो जाएगी आपकी, अगर हम भगवान के कार्यकलाप का श्रवण कर रहे हैं. That's why Shukdev Goswami, you see, he was so dear to everyone. He was so dear to all the Vaishnava, Nitya Vaishnava Janapriya. Because Hare Gul Akshipta Mati, he was so absorbed in hearing and reciting the wonderful pastime of the Lordship. And then he says, oh my Lord, that is why I want, see the beautiful ornament. The word he has chosen here, Parikshit Maharaj, he's saying, Tadeva Haram. I want to make all this childhood pastime of Lord like a garland, and always I want to wear in my neck. Tadeva Haram. Such a beautiful analogy is given. Tadeva Haram Vada Manaye Sacheta. He said, this is what I am thinking. You don't stop, my spiritual master. Please narrate in great detail, because everyone in the Kali Yuga, Kalo Janishyamana Nam, they all will be benefited. And this is what I am, this is my opinion, he says. And then, he's not demanding. Now he's saying, Vada Manaye Sacheta. Oh my spiritual master, this is what I am thinking. If you are also thinking that my thinking is correct, so please narrate. If not, then no need. You see the way he is putting the question? Such a wonderful etiquette. कि ये मैं सोच रहा हूँ, लेकिन आप भी अगर ऐसा सोचते हो befitting what I am saying is right, then you please keep on narrating the pastime. And then Shukdev Goswami, he was so happy with him. And now Shukdev Goswami took the 4th gear. And now from here, he will not stop till the 90th chapter. उन्होंने देख लिया कि ये बंदा बिल्कुल सुनने वाला है बिल्कुल. And this is what happens exactly actually. गुरु शिष्य का संबंध ऐसे ही है actually. If Shishya is willing to learn, if disciple is willing to accept, to receive, spiritual master is so merciful. He can give everything actually. Snigdha, Sisya, like Sud Goswami, he got everything from Shukdev Goswami because he was so submissive. He was so submissive. Sadashishya. So if you are Sadashishya, Guru is Sadguru will give everything to you. Everything. So now Shukdev Goswami is going to start from here 90 chapters, one after other, all the pastime of Lord Shri Krishna. This is 7th chapter. So it started from the name ceremony, and then Aghasur Vad happens to this chapter, and at the end, the 8th chapter, he spoke about the Madhvakshan Leela, and after that, this Damodara pastime which comes, because Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard about this, I'm just giving the background of this Damodarastakam. When Parikshit Maharaj heard this wonderful pastime of Bharat Bhakshan Leela and seeing that Krishna has eaten dirt, he ate dirt, and Maya, when he just saw in his mouth, I'm just going ahead actually, fast track. So Maya saw the entire Brahmanda. And there's a beautiful commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti, a beautiful commentary on this. He says, Vrindavan is a place where there's no place for Aishwarya Shakti, right? Aishwarya Vihina Kaivalya Madhurya is Vrindavan. But since Krishna is the master of all the Shakti, it doesn't mean that his Shakti is not there. Shakti is always there, but they take the back seat. Always the Prem Shakti, the Prem Madhurya is prominent in Vrindavan, right? But all other Shakti is there. Krishna is possessing all Shakti is always there with Krishna. So Vishwanath says that all other Shaktis, like Aishwarya Shakti also in Vrindavan, they play a subservient role. And they want to serve the Madhurya Shakti. And wherever there's a need, they also pop up. So always, I mean, most of the time they are not there, but wherever there's a need to expedite or to serve the Madhurya Shakti, Madhurya Leela, so that time even Aishwarya Shakti also present themselves. Like in this case. Because in this case, Maya was she was about to believe that Krishna has really he has taken the dirt. He has consumed the dirt. She was about to believe, that time Aishwarya Shakti could not resist. Aishwarya Shakti present himself in the form of herself in the form of showing the Brahmanda, so that Maya can be completely struck with the wonder and forget about this pastime. So Vishwanath says, this is how the Aishwarya Shakti came and helped and served the Prema Shakti, Madhurya Shakti, and again took the back seat. This is how our Rasik Acharyas, they describe this pastime. So when Maya saw it, and then just within a second, Krishna again with the Yoga Maya potency, she pulled Krishna on the lap and started breastfeeding. And that time the wonderful verse comes, which is the Paribhasa Sutra of 10th Canto, 10.8.45. The beautiful verse. Acharya says this is the Paribhasa Sutra of 10th Canto. Entire 10th Canto has to be seen in the light of this verse. Paribhasa Sutra means the emperor verse. Emperor verse means all other instructions which is coming from the different verses in the 10th Canto will be superseded by this verse. It means anywhere if any confusion, this verse has to be, it's like emperor. For example, you are in the kingdom and some soldier comes, gives some instructions to you, some message to you. One after the several soldiers comes and they give a message. But finally the emperor comes and he gives the message. So his instructions will be overruling all other instructions. Right? Similarly, it's called emperor verse, Paribhasa Sutra of 10th Canto, 10.8.45. Traya cha upnadasvesya sankhya yogam cha satvatah upagiyamana mahatmayam harim sa amanyet atmacha. This verse is saying, Sudha Goswami is saying that what kind of lady is this? Parikshit Maharaj ko bata rahe hain wo कि this lady, Yashoda Maiya, Traya means three. All the three Vedas are glorifying that personality. Vedah sapad akram upanishadair gayanti yam samagah. सारे वेद जिनका गुणगान कर रहे हैं, तीनों वेद, उपनिषद, सांख्य योगम, all the yogas, the ultimate purpose of all the yogas to understand this personality, the supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. Sankhya Yoga, Kapil Dev saying, this is by which you have to understand this personality. Or Vedasya Sarvar Aham Vedya Eva. Krishna himself is saying, he's saying, Upagiyamana Mahatmayam. All these are glorifying that personality. Brahma, Shiva, Maruta, Varunendra, everybody. Dhyana Vasita Gatena Tadmansa, Pashyanti Yam Yogino. That personality, everybody is glorifying that personality, who is glorified by everyone. But this lady of Vrindavan, this mother Yashoda, she is not considering that person as a Hari. हरि स अमन्येत, नहीं मान रही है। क्या मान रही है? आत्मज, मेरा पुत्र ही है ये। After hearing this, Parikshit Maharaj was completely bewildered. He said, what is this? This type of exchange, this type of reciprocation is never heard before. Because anyone, they are in awe and reverence. When they see the opulence of Krishna, they come in awe and reverence. But this lady, even after seeing this Brahmanda and everything, all the opulence of Krishna, still she is considering him as a child only. Atmaja. So he is saying, this is beyond my capacity. ये मेरे बर्दाश्त के बाहर है, टॉलरेंस के बाहर है. प्लीज नरेट मी व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ऑस्टेरिटी. नंदा किम अकरोध ब्रह्मन. ये नंद बाबा यशोदाचा महाभागा, ये इनका महा ऐसा भाग्य सौभाग्य. हाउ कम? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ऑस्टेरिटी, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डिवोशनल सर्विस दे परफॉर्म दैट दे गॉट सच अ प्रिविलेज. आई वांट टू नो अबाउट दैट. दिस इज
here is where you mentioned that the Aishwarya Shakti comes. That means that is when the Lord shows the universe.
Brahmanda.
That is Aishwarya.
That's why Aishwarya Shakti, na?
Then again she forgets that and goes to Madhurya.
That is Madhurya.
That is the
Exactly. So Aishwarya Shakti came to assist the Madhurya, so that that portion which was Madh Bhakshan was completely eradicated now. That is not there. उसको भुला दिया, विस्मित कर दिया उनको. विस्मित करके went. ऐसे विश्वनाथ श्रीपाल बता रहे हैं. उनकी कॉमेंट्री है रसिकाचार्य. एंड इट सेज कि इट सीम्स दैट कृष्णा ऑलवेज पजेस दो शक्ति इन वृंदावन इटसेल्फ. इट इज देयर बिकॉज ही इज शक्तिमान. एंड वेन एवर देयर इज अ नीड द शक्ति विल कम, बट दे ऑल आर सर्विंग द माधुर्य शक्ति, माधुर्य लीला, प्रेम शक्ति. सो आफ्टर सीइंग दिस, Parikshit Maharaj was completely bewildered. And he's saying, oh my Lord, oh my Master, now please I want to know about them. I had requested you to perform, to narrate the Krishna's pastime in detail, but now please hold, and now first let me know what kind of austerity this Nanda Baba and Maya Yashoda, what kind of devotional service they perform, that they got such a privilege, such exalted position, that after seeing everything also, they are not believing that he is Lord, he is God, he is Hari. And then Sukadeva Goswami, to just explain this, the Mahabhagya of Yashoda Maya, to glorify the Maya Yashoda, there are 2 chapters, 9 chapter and 10 chapter. He is glorifying the Damodara Bandhan Leela and liberation of Nal Kuber and Manigriva. And this is how the same Leela, here Satvat Muni is envisaging actually. So he envisaged the entire Leela, it was revealed to him, which has been described here, and now he is glorifying that wonderful Leela. तो इस लीला में सतवत मुनि बहुत अच्छी बात बता रहे हैं. वो ही इज ग्लोरीफाइंग द डिवोटी ऑफ द लॉर्ड हिमसेल्फ, हिज ब्यूटी, द ब्रजवासीज देयर पोजीशन, द गोकुल धाम पोजीशंस, एवरीथिंग इज ग्लोरीफाइंग. सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी एट लुक एट द दामोदरष्टकम. सो दिस इज द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ दिस पास टाइम. इट्स क्लियर. So we are going to sing this, and entire month we are going to sing this. Most of us we have by hearted also this wonderful, very beautiful composition. Namameshwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokul. How much time is there?
It's 12:30. We have time.
We have half an hour?
Yes.
So we'll cover about 1 or 2 shloka and then we'll continue later on. So see the first verse, see every time you see it, but it's always good to remind us, always actually, because we forget very easily, right? So the first verse is called Mangalacharan. And in this Mangalacharan, there's a Tattva Vishesh, Leela Vishesh, Guna Vishesh, Rupa Vishesh, and one of the acharyas says Parivara Vishesh, Krishna, because Prabhupada says Krishna is never alone. He's always with all the paraphernalia, entourage. Krishna is with his cows, his family, everybody is there. Like a king, when king is coming, so entire kingdom is there with him actually. And all the ministers, defense ministers, everybody is there with him. King is never ever alone. So Krishna is having his Parivara Vishesh and his Saundarya Vishesh. Krishna is Sarva Indriya Gunanjanam. His beauty is so that Bhushana Bhushanangam. Even all the ornaments, they become enhanced when they come on the body of Krishna. So we'll see one after other. So, first of all, the Tattva Vishesha. So we have to understand, first of all, he is giving the Tattva that this pastime is not a pastime of a small child, any ordinary child. Because normally when we hear this pastime, you see the storyline, that भगवान ने मट्टी खाई थी, बहुत से बच्चे मट्टी खाते हैं बचपन में, and then they get उनको फिर पेट में कछुए पड़ जाते हैं, worm, right? And then they have to give the tablet or something like that. So it happens. Most of the children in the village, they eat actually dirt. It's a very common thing. So that's why at the beginning only Tattva has been established here. Namami Ishwaram. And what Tattva? Sat Chid Ananda Vigraha, Sat Chidananda Rupam. The highest revelation of Lordship is maintained here. The Vishesh Tattva is given here. That Sat Chid Ananda, which is only used for Krishna. This word is only used for Krishna. Sat Chid Ananda Rupam. So the small child is the supreme personality of Godhead. This tattva we have to understand here. That this pastime is not a pastime of an ordinary child. This pastime belongs to the supreme personality of Godhead. Be careful, be attentive at the beginning only. And that his primary characteristic, as I mentioned, is the Sat Chid Ananda. The secondary can be several things, but primary is Sat Chid Ananda. This is how we can define the Lordship. And this feature says that this is a personal form of the Lord. Sat Chid Anand is a feature because see, this is a complete feature. Otherwise only Sat, the Brahman. Sat Chit can be Paramatma. Sat Chid Anand is the Bhagavan feature. All three, right? So here, Satvat Muni is establishing that fact that this pastime belongs to that personal form of Lord Shri Krishna who is Sat Chid Ananda Vigraha. Isvaraha Parama Krishna Sat Chidananda. Sat Chidananda. Brahmaji also see how they are very careful in defining the Param Ishwar who is having the personal form, the complete understanding of the absolute truth. Satchidananda. This is Tattva being established here. And secondary is definitely his Parasa Sakti, Vivide Surate, Swabhaviki Gyan Balkriya, his Saundarya, his Bala, all will be shown here. So those are there actually. So now, and also here he is establishing the special position of the devotee, Mother Yashoda. That how great she is, who is going to bind the Lordship. So this is also a Tattva. In Tattva Vishesha, the Lord Tattva and the devotee Tattva also. Not Jiva, but devotee is very, very, you can see this verse. This is coming from 6th canto actually. This verse is spoken by Yamraj to Yamduta. Tedeva Siddha Parigita Pavitra Gatha Yasadhava Samdarsho Bhagavata Prapanna Tananopasidat Harer Gadaya Bhiguptan Naisham Vayam Nacha Vayah Prabhavam Adande. He says, O Yamdut, never ever go to such devotees, near to such devotees. Which devotee? Who are completely surrendered to the Lordship. They are Samdarso. Pavitra Gatha, because they are being glorified by the so many wonderful verses, such devotees. Please do not go near to them. Ye sadhavah samdasho, they are samdarshi. Bhagavat prapanna, always completely surrendered to Krishna. Tan na upsidata harir gadaya. Because Yamraj is saying, Lord himself is protecting that devotees with gadaya, with his club. Personally, he is protecting that devotees. Please do not go near to such devotee. He says, Na esam vayam, not even me, na esham, even Brahmaji. Not even Brahmaji who is the creator, and neither nor me who is the death personified. Both of even us don't dare to go near to such devotee. So please, Yamduta, do not go near to such devotee, because they are personally protected by Lord himself with the club in the hand. So here, especially Yamraj himself is describing the glory of the devotee, that how great they are. So never go near to them. So here in this Damodara Stakam, we can see that how Paramashtra Matyam Tato Druta Gopya, how Stutivrat Muni is glorifying the Mother Shoda positions, that how great she is. So this is another tattva has been described here in Namamishwaram. And Leela Vishesh, we'll try to cover one verse today only. So we all know that Krishna's Leelas, Srimad Bhagavatam is filled with only Leela only. Samsar Sindhum Atidustaram Utidro Leela na anyah plavo bhagavatah purushottamasya Leela katha rasa nishevanam antarena Pumsho bhaved dukha vivada arditasya. Shukdev Goswami is saying to Parikshit Maharaj that the only way to come out of this bhavasagar, which is completely filled with vivida dukha, ati dustaram, which is very, very difficult to cross over, the only boat which is given by Lordship, by His causeless mercy is what, you know? It says, na anyo plavo, there is no other boat. Bhagavatah Purushottamasya Leela Katha. Bhagavan Purushottam ki Leela Katha. Rasa Nishevanam Antarena. उसमें जो अपने आप को आलिंगन कर रहे हैं, वही विविध दुर्गा दुख दवा अर्दित से दवाग्नि, उससे वही बच पाएंगे केवल. अहो अहो वीर कलेर विधूयते सुधासु सुधा मधुरम पदे पदे दिने दिने चंदन चंद्र शीतलम यशो यशोदा तनयस्य गीयते. Rupa Goswami is saying in Padyavali that in this age of Kali, everybody is suffering by the threefold miseries. Aho aho bir kaler vidhuyate. But in such atmosphere, in such calamities, there are few people who are very happy, blissful. उनके जीवन में क्या हो रहा है? सुधा सु सुधा मधुरम पदे पदे. Every step they are drinking nectar. And dine dine chandana chandra shitalam. They are having amongst this or inter alia, all these calamities, they are getting the soothing rays of moon or the chandan, sandal paste. How? Yasho Yashoda Taniyasa Giyate. Because always they are engaging themselves in Giyate, in glorifying the Lord. Which Lord? Yashoda Taniyas, जो यशोदा के नंदन हैं, उनके तन से जो आए हैं, यशोदा तनयस, भगवान श्री कृष्ण. शोकार्णव, उनके सभी शोकों को सुखा देते हैं वो. तो ये भगवान की लीला का ये महत्व बताया गया है. So here you see the Lord's form is here. Here Krishna is having a very beautiful this leela, a childhood form. Very, very tiny child where Mother Shoda is just tying up in the grinding mortar. In Krishna Karna Amrit, Vidya Mangal Thakur is comparing these two pastimes very beautifully. He is saying, Yada Roma Randhran Paripurti Vidhav Adrishyam Varaha Janmani. What is that? Varaha Janmani Babhuva Tan Naam Adrishyam Yashoda Pani का मतलब हाथ. द्वय अंतर जलह स्मयपयम बभुआ. He is saying, oh my Lord, you are such a great actor. When you came in the Varaha form, the entire ocean, all the oceans, 7 oceans, even they could not fill into one pore of your body, one hair pore. इतना बड़ा रूप लिया था भगवान ने वराह रूप में. And the same Lord, now you have appeared, oh my Lord, in this form of childhood form, where Mother Yashoda, what she is, Adisha Yashoda, Panay द्वय अंतर मतलब अपने दोनों अंगुल के पानी में लेके आ रही हैं, जल है, इसम प्याम, आपको स्नान करा रही है. What a great actor you are. कि वहां पर पूरे समुद्र का जल आपके एक रो में नहीं आ रहा है. And now here Mother Yashoda is just by one palmful water, this one hand palmful water, she is bathing you, oh my Lord. You are so miraculous. How you are submissive to your devotees. You are inconceivable. That's how he's praying in Krishna Karnamritam, below Mangal Thakur. The Leela Vishesha. So the Lord form is eternal, Sachidananda, full of knowledge and blissful. भगवान का हर चीज, भगवान के नाम, रूप, गुण, लीला, ये सब में आपको ये सब विशेष मिलेगा. सच्चिदानंद से परिपूर्ण है सब चीजें. All the ocean, the same thing what I'm saying here is in the same verse actually being described here. So this Leela Vishesh, Krishna performs only in Vrindavan. Only in Vraja, such kind of Leela Vishesh where anybody can do anything with Krishna, which is nowhere heard. Not in Ayodhya, not in Vaikuntha, not in Dwarika, not in Mathura, nowhere else. भगवान को हरा देना गेम में, उनके ऊपर बैठना, उनके कंधे पे बैठ करके चलना, मतलब all kind of chastisement. Lord being chastised in Vrindavan. He's taking his नंद बाबा के खड़ाओं को सर पे लेके आ रहे हैं. गोपिकाएं बोल रही हैं उनको, सखी, कि कृष्णा नाच के दिखाओ, I'll give you one glass of buttermilk. And Krishna is dancing like a puppet. कठपुतली कैसे नाच रहे हैं उनके साथ. This kind of Leela Vishesh, nowhere else. So much surrender to his devotees, lordship, so much dependent on his devotees is nowhere seen actually. That's why this Vrindavan, all the Brajvasis, they are so great. In Brihad Bhagavatamritam, everyone recognized that. One after other, all devotees finally they said, who has got the topmost mercy of Lord Shri Krishna is the Vrindavan Gopis. Vrindaranyam Sapataram. That's why Krishna is without wearing anything. Krishna wants to just be roam in this Vrindavan now. क्योंकि वहाँ पर ऐसे भक्त हैं, उनको हृदय से प्रेम करते हैं, and they can do anything for Krishna. So this is how the Leela Vishesh, इसमें लीला विशेष बताया जाएगा, इसमें सच्चिदानंद रूपम. And then Lasat Kundalam, we have heard this, that Bhushan Bhushanangam, Krishna is so beautiful. Baraha Pidam Natvar Vapuhu Karnayo Karnikaram Bibhratta Basakan Kapis Vaijantim Chamaram. It's a beautiful, beautiful description of Lord Shri Krishna. Yasya Ananam Makara Kundalam, so beautiful. And Charu Karnam, भगवान के कर्ण में कर्णिका नामक फ्लावर्स जो है उसके वो कानों में लगाते हैं भगवान वृंदावन में. इन वृंदावन ही इज नॉट अ किंग लाइक अ किंग, नॉट लाइक अ द्वारिकाधीश और मथुराधीश और राजा रामचंद्र, बट स्टिल हिज ब्यूटी इज सरपासिंग एवरीथिंग एक्चुअली. एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस फॉर्म ऑफ लॉर्ड एवरीवन इज हैंकरिंग टू सी. ब्रह्मा जी, उद्धव जी, शिव जी. दर्शनम नो दिदृक्षयाम देहा भगवताचितम प्रियतम स्वाना स्वरूपम, प्रियतम स्वाना रूपम सर्वगुणा इंद्रियाजनम. This is Rudra Geet. Shivji is saying, oh my Lord, when Krishna appeared there in 400 form actually in front of Shivji and Prachetas. So Shivji is saying, not this form Lord, I want to see that form. Darshanam no dridrukshyam. Which form? प्रियतम स्वाना, जो आपके प्रिय भक्त, वृंदावन के भक्त जिस रूप में आपका दर्शन करते हैं, ये कर्णिकारम वरहा पीडम, प्लीज शो मी दैट फॉर्म. आई वॉन्ट टू सी दैट फॉर्म ऑफ योर्स. वाई? बिकॉज दैट फॉर्म सर्व इंद्रिय गुणांजनम. बाय सीइंग दैट फॉर्म ऑल द सेंसेस गेट नरिश्ड. ऑल द सेंसेस, अब लगता है कि बस मेरी जो सर्च था वो कंप्लीट हो गया, अब और कुछ नहीं देखना है. This is all in all. This is Shivji saying, 4:24-44. Very beautiful verse, Rudra Geetam. Shivji कह रहे हैं, ब्रह्मा जी, उद्धव जी, सब, अहो श्याम उद्धव जी, वृंदावने किम अपि लता गुलमलौता औषधि नाम, कुछ भी बना दीजिए मुझे वृंदावन में जहाँ पर मुझे ब्रजवासियों का चरणों के धूल पड़े और आपके इस बाल रूप का दर्शन मुझे मिले. सेम थिंग हियर, सतवत मुनि ऑल्सो इज गोइंग टू प्रे, idam te vapurnath gopala balam. No other form, this Braj form, Vrindavan, same form. यही रूप चाहिए देखने के लिए. Prabhupada also writes in one of the purport actually in Bhagavad Gita that Prabhupada says our attachment, Krishna had many forms, but we are attached to Shyam Sundar form. And that's why Mahaprabhu has given to all of us The same mood actually, the Braj mood. Aradhyo Bhagavan Brajestanyastadhamam Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasana Vargena Vrajbadhuva Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Amlam Puranam Prem Pumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matam Idam Tatra Dharana Paraha. Srinath Chakravarti is describing this wonderful verse in Chaitanya Manjusa. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, this is the mata. Mata means opinion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matam Idam. What is his principle? Aradho Bhagavan Vrajesh. Vrajesh Tanayas. That we are, our attachment to that form of Lord which is from Vrindavan. Lord from Vrindavan. Vrajesh Tanayas. व्रजेश का मतलब नंद बाबा जो व्रज के ईश्वर हैं, तनयस उनके तन से, अर्थात नंद सुत कृष्ण, उन कृष्ण की हम आराधना करते हैं। और कैसे करते हैं? रम्या काचित उपासना वर्गेन व्रज बधु वा कल्पिता, लाइक द गोपीज, व्रज बधु जो व्रज की गोपी हैं। एंड व्हाट इज द बेसिस फॉर दैट? हाउ विल अंडरस्टैंड द तत्व? श्रीमद् भागवतम अमलम पुराण, श्रीमद् भागवतम के आधार पर, which will give what? Prema Pumartho Mahan. And this has been established in 10th canto, 9th chapter, verse number 20. It's a beautiful purport of Srila Prabhupada, where Prabhupada is describing the Vimukti. What is Vimukti? Prabhupada says Vimukti means that Prem Pumartho Mahan. That when after leaving the body, you get not just Mukti, you get the loving devotional service of Krishna. That's called Vimukti, and then Prabhupada gives the Prema Martha Mahan also describes here. Beautiful verse. Na imam na virancho na bhuvo na api shira anga samshayah lebhide prasada gopi yat tat prapya vimuktidat. In that verse, Vimuktidat. So Prabhupada is describing what is Vimukti. Vimukti matlab Prem Pumartho Mahan, Prabhupada says. So now दिस लसत कुंडलम, भगवान के इस पर भी बहुत से भक्तों ने मनन चिंतन मनन किया है। हमारे सूरदास जी विशेष रूप से पुष्टि मार्ग के, वो भगवान के रूप का बहुत सुंदर गुणगान करते हैं। अगर आप हमको याद हो, हम लोग बचपन में पढ़ा करते थे स्कूल कॉलेज में, स्कूल विद्यालय में, हाई स्कूल, अपनी हाई स्कूल, वेट सूरदास जी का हमारे पास दोहा हुआ करते थे इन हिंदी, एंड वेरी ब्यूटीफुल। यू सी ही वॉज ब्लाइंड, बट एवरी डे ही विल डिस्क्राइब द वंडरफुल फॉर्म ऑफ द लॉर्ड. That today what kind of shringar he has done. So all the people, they thought ki in the temple, that how come this guy is seeing everything? In minute details also he is describing in his poem. How come? So one day they thought ki okay, maybe somebody is telling him something or something like that. Today we'll not have the any dress on the Lordship and let him see what he is saying. So that day they did not put any dress on the Lord. And then he described, oh my Lord, without cloth you, nanga dhadanga, you look so beautiful. Like that. he wrote, composed the verse. And then all the pujaris, they fell down on his feet. Because everything was being revealed to him. So Surdasi, he has composed so many verses, wonderful verses, describing the wonderful beauty of the Lordship. His ears, his eyes, and all details, very beautifully he described. So the Lasat Kundalam, लसत कुंडलम, भगवान श्री कृष्ण के चारु कर्णम बहुत सुंदर है। चारु मतलब बहुत सुंदर, वेरी ब्यूटीफुल. वी हैव हिज ऑनेस्ट भक्ति चारु स्वामी महाराज. चारु इज वेरी नाइस वर्ड, भक्ति चारु. तो भगवान के लिए चारु शब्द का उपयोग करते हैं. चारु कुंडलम, चारु कर्ण, उनके कर्ण चारु बहुत सुंदर है कर्ण के भगवान के. And when the kundal comes, so everybody says, Kundal, you are so fortunate because now you are in the year of Lordship. You are so fortunate. And Krishna's beautiful face also has been described here. बिंब से उनके ओंठों की तुलना की गई है इस दामोदराष्टकम में. लसत कुंडलम और भगवान के जो त्रिकंठ हैं, his complete red cheek is so beautiful. That's why Gopi is saying to other gopis in Vrindavan, oh gopis, oh my friend, if you have at all a tinge of desire to enjoy in this material world, please do not go at the bank of Yamuna. Please don't go that side. Because there is a personality who is standing in the three bend form. If you look at him, you will forget all the enjoying tendency in this material world. So please, if at all you want to enjoy this material world, do not go to bank of Ganges. This is the beauty of Krishna. Prabhupada described this in one of the lecture actually. Krishna rasa bhavita mati, Prabhupada says. And Prabhupada says, from here I have taken this Krishna bhavana amrit. This is Rupa Goswami Pad described like that. That verse, Krishna bhavita mati, kriyatam yadi kuto api labhyate, that verse. So Prabhupada says, from here I have taken this, the name of this society as Krishna conscious society, from this verse, Krishna bhavana. So Krishna is very beautiful. In Vrindavan, everybody, and we all have to actually, Prabhupada says, that our life is successful if at all we develop the taste for that beauty. We just get attracted.
You just mentioned that shloka where Prabhupada took Krishna Bhavanam.
This is the Bhakti Sami Sindhu. Krishna bhavita, Krishna bhakti rasa bhavita matihi kriyatam yadi apu kriyatam kuto api labhyate tatra lolyam api mulyam ekalam janam koti sukritim na labhyate. That sloka. It's a very famous sloka. So from here he has taken the verse. Krishna bhavana amrit. Prabhupada himself told in the lecture, one of the lecture. So this is Krishna's beauty, which is Satyavat Muni going to describe in this. And then परिवार विशेष गोकुले भ्राजमानम, ये कृष्ण के अपने हैं. And we all want to come to this wonderful family. Actually, we all belong to Krishna family. Not only Gokul, entire world is Krishna. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, right? You say that. We all belong to Krishna only, isn't it? Mame Vamsho Jivaloke Jiv Bhuta Sanatana. But somehow or other, you see, अभी आप देखिए, just एक बार सोचिए, विचार करिए. Now definitely after coming to this wonderful movement of ISKCON or Srila Prabhupada teachings, definitely we have developed some kind of affinity. But otherwise, हमारे पूरे पारिवारिक जीवन में, where is Krishna? सबके लिए हमारे पास स्थान है. Everything is there for everyone. We think. If any festival comes or whatever, we think about this person, that person. But Lord is not there. हमारे परिवार का भाग नहीं है वो, isn't it? नहीं है. But यहाँ पर गोकुल में, गोकुल भ्राजमान, उनका परिवार कैसा है पता है आपको? There was, that is, you see this one. You see? This we had heard from Madan Gopal Prabhuji. You see this picture? What happened? Because in Gokul, when Krishna took birth, the mama comes. He was sending every day the wonderful toys to play with Krishna. All the living toys, living demons, one after other. And not the demons what we hear in Bhagavatam, it's just few demons actually, has been listed here. But it's mentioned by Acharyas that every day 4 or 5 demons used to come, every day almost. Just imagine, you are living in such a place where every day demons are coming. So Nand Baba, who was like a king, very nice king, very nice gentle person, he thought that because of me only all the Brajbasi are being affected. So in one night, he and Upnanda made a plan that today, without telling to them, in the night, we'll leave Gokul and we'll go to somewhere else. So that at least they will not be, because why they are going to suffer. We have a problem with Kamsa problem with us only. So wherever we go, he will do something, but at least they will be safe. So in the night, dead night, the bullock cart was ready, and dead of night, so that nobody could know, Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maiya, Krishna, small baby Krishna, and Upnanda, they came and they were about to sit on the bullock cart. And they had one mashal, the fire, so that they can see the path. The moment they lit the mashal, they saw plenty of bullock cart ready, all around. So they thought, what is this? And all the Brajvasi, they were sitting there. There we guessed your plan. And how come you can leave us? So Baba said, see, with folded head, I don't want you to face a problem. It is our internal problem. His mama and it's our family business, family problem. Why you people are going to suffer? So we want to just save you and we want to go somewhere else. They said, how could you dare? How dare you think about this? You thought about this, that we can live without Krishna. No matter whatever comes, one demon, 100 demons, but we cannot live without Krishna. Before demon comes, we will die if Krishna goes from here. And all the Brajvasis, wherever Nanda Baba is going, they all are going. And not it happened one time. You see the Krishna's pastime, 3 years in Gokul, then came to Chatikara, few months in Chatikara. From Chatikara to Vrindavan, from Vrindavan to Nandagaon. Like that they traveled so many times. And imagine, now I have experience. I have just shifted 2 weeks ago actually. And I'm understanding this such a small shifting is such a big headache. And here, imagine several times shifting, entire thing, entire their village, their farm, and where you have the pets. It's not so easy. You have cows and lakhs of cows. But see their dedication, the attachment to Krishna. They said, Krishna is our life and soul. Yatha Krishna arpita pranas, tatra purushni sevaya. They have sold their life and soul to Krishna. This is Gokule Brajmanam. That's why Krishna performs his pastime only in this place. He is such a devotee. हम लोग को थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम आती है तो भगवान को भूल जाते हैं. और यहाँ पर एक के बाद एक प्रॉब्लम, बट वो कहते हैं कि नहीं, हम कृष्ण के साथ में. लेट मी फेस द प्रॉब्लम बट आई कैन नॉट लीव कृष्ण. सो दिस इज अ परिवार विशेष. So we'll stop here probably. Time is, एक हो गया? One? Stop here so that we can continue. So we'll continue after this. This is the first verse. What are the tattvas are there in first verse is going on. Because we hear about the Leela, we know, right? Almost we know the Leela. So we are seeing the intricacies of this wonderful pastime and how the Acharyas are analyzing this pastime. Vishnu Chakripad, Sanatana Goswami, how they are describing this wonderful pastime. How much pleasure they are deriving and how much lessons for sadhak bhaktas, for sadhakas. So this pastime has so many wonderful things for everybody. For the liberated soul, for the sadhakas, for everyone, for children, for any age of people. सब के लिए यहाँ पर है सब कुछ. We'll try to see one after other. So today we'll stop here. So just to summarize, we saw that today, that how this wonderful pastime is coming out of the mercy of Parikshit Maharaj to all of us. Because Sukadeva Goswami himself is saying, Kalau Janishtamana Nam Dukha Shoka Tamonudam. कि कलयुग के मनुष्यों के लिए विशेष रूप से भगवान लीला करने जा रहे हैं. अनुग्रहाय भक्तानाम सुपुण्यम व्यतनोद यशः. सबके सुपुण्य को बढ़ाने के लिए आने वाले कलयुग में कृष्णा इज गोइंग टू परफॉर्म सो मेनी वंडरफुल पास टाइम. एंड कृष्णा से ऑल्सो इन पद्म पुराण ही सेज मद भक्तानाम विनोदार्थम करोमि विविधः क्रिया. मद भक्तानाम विनोदार्थम, उनके आनंद विनोद को मतलब आनंद को बढ़ाने के लिए करोमि, मैं करता हूँ क्या, विविध क्रिया, बहुत सी लीलाएं करता हूँ मैं. वॉट एवर कृष्णा डज इट बिकम्स लीला. जो हम लोग करते हैं वो कर्म बनता है, लेकिन भगवान की लीला होती है. एंड स्पेशली ही इज डूइंग इन वृंदावन दिस पास टाइम Raja. This pastime is nowhere else. And also we hear that how Parikshit Maharaj is eager to hear, and Sukadeva Goswami is now one after the describing this pastime. Especially this pastime is going to glorify the wonderful fame of Mother Yashoda, that how great she is. And another purpose, which is Sukadeva Goswami, as per Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami gave two purposes, especially in the verse number 9 and 10. 19 and 20. 10th canto, 9th chapter, verse number 19 and 20. So first verse he is saying, Evam sandarshita hi anga bharna bhritya vatsa vashyatah swavashena pi krishnena yashedam sa ishwaram vashe. So he is saying, in my opinion, this is his opinion. He is saying this pastime has been performed, in my opinion, for only one reason. And that, what is the reason? That the Lord of the Lords, so ईश्वरम, जो सभी ईश्वर के ईश्वर हैं, परम ईश्वर, वो सबको क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं कि सब कुछ देखो, एवं संदर्शितः, देखिए, क्या देखिए? हरणाभृत्यवश्यतः, that I am fully under control of my servants, Bhritya, my devotees. I am fully under their control. Shuddha Goswami is saying, this is my opinion that why Lord is performing this pastime. This is his opinion. And the second verse he is saying, to glorify the Yashoda Maiya. Na imam virancho, na bhavo, na api shira anga samshaya, lebhire prasad gopi, yat prapya, tad vimuktidad. Vimuktidad. That this kind of mercy, na imam virancho, not even Brahmaji, ना भुवो, नॉट इवन शंकर जी, ना अपिश्र, जो हमारे अंग पे, भगवान के अंग पे श्री लक्ष्मी जी रहती हैं, अंग संशय, नॉट इवन शी गॉट दैट मर्सी, द मर्सी विच दिस लेभिरे प्रसाद गोपी, दिस गोपी, वृंदावन की गोपी, यत तत्प्राप्य विमुक्तिदात, पंचम पुरुषार्थ, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पुरुषार्थ, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट शुद्ध भक्ति, व्हाट शी गॉट द मर्सी, nobody else, not even Brahma, not Shiva, not Lakshmi. So he's glorifying the mother Yashoda. So I think for these two reasons especially, this pastime, and the 10th chapter he's saying to deliver the Nalkubar. Again there he says, because there he says he's performing this pastime to fulfill the desire of Narad Muni. Satyam Vidhatum Nijabhid Bhashitam. So three reasons he gives Sukadeva Goswami. First, to show the entire world that he is under control of his devotees, Bhartavashata. Second, to give fame to Mother Yashoda, that nobody is equal to her. And third, that how because of Narad Muni, Krishna can do anything, because of to fulfill the desire of his devotee, pure devotee, he can do anything. He can reciprocate with anyone. Krishna says that actually, I don't know them actually, I do not have any business with them. But just because of Narad Muni, he had told, I am going to fulfill the desire of Narad Muni. So these three reasons Sukadeva Goswami gives in Srimad Bhagavatam, why this pastime took place. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Damodarastakam ki jai. Any question? Yes, Roji.
Parivar Vishesh you called Gopale Prashamana.
Yeah.
Then Lasat Kundalam is Guna.
Saundarya Vishesh.
Saundarya. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, कुछ जोड़ना चाहते हैं आप? Anything you want to add, please? Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Yes, we'll ask good question.
So in this month of Kartik, now let's take the sankalp. हम लोग हर बार लेते हैं, इस बार भी आप सब कुछ लीजिए. See, these time periods, especially Madhav Tithi, in Vedic scripture, it has been glorified a lot actually. Not in Vedic, in Vedas only. Skanda Puran, Padma Puran, especially this month of Kartik, so wonderfully Vyasdev has glorified this. And the people who are really inclined towards Vedic literature or Vedic scripture, they want to grab such opportunity. They grab this opportunity. So now we have this opportunity. The entire month, just simple task, showing the lamp to the Lord, reciting these wonderful prayers. But the most important ingredient is what, is the mood of prayers. Really what we want in our life. बहुत हो गया. We have now spent so much time in this material world, isn't it? And so much time and energy with our family, for our job, for ourselves, for people, so many people. Now this really, if you really want to your welfare or the entire family welfare, or the entire world welfare for that matter, like Sonakad Rishi, सबके बारे में सोच रहे हैं. So let's concentrate. At least this Kartik, let's make it very meaningful, thoughtful, mindful. कि क्या प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं, जो हम रोज गा रहे हैं उसमें क्या प्रार्थना हो रही है. What kind of prayer Satpat Muni is asking? वरम देव मोक्षम न मोक्षम वधिम्बा. कुछ नहीं मांग रहे हैं, कोई वर की अभिलाषा नहीं कर रहे हैं वो. Just attachment. Idam te vapurna. Just intense attachment, oh my Lord, just to your this lotus face. this form of Lord. आपसे पूर्ण आसक्ति हो जाए. पुनश्च भूयाद भगवद अनंते रतिम च प्रसंगश्च तद आश्रयेषु. प्रचित महाराज बोल रहे हैं कि if at all I get my next life, the complete attachment of my Lord to your lotus feet. So let's do that. Time has come now. Every year Bhagavan, Lord is giving us opportunity. Bhutva bhutva praliyate. Take like this, that 1 year of Damodara is past now 2025. It's like a new birth. Bhutva bhutva praliyate. Imagine, okay, my one life is gone. I got a new life now. Be careful. Now it can be withdrawn any time. Any moment this human form of life can be withdrawn. Maybe we will not see the next Kartik. Maybe. I'm not saying that. My humble prayers that everybody live long life. But Prabhupada says, understand the serious business. Yesterday, Maharaj was giving a class. His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj was giving a class in Bhaktivedanta manner. Okay? Initiation ceremony. And before Maharaj just completed this Mangalacharan, he was about to say something. That time one small baby cries. And Maharaj said, he's teaching us this is emergency situation. It's a time of emergency. We have to cry. Because any moment it can be withdrawn. See, whether we believe or not, it is like that only. Nothing is guaranteed. What I'm saying that, trying to bring out, that maybe this Kartik, just we should live in such a way that maybe this is the best Kartik. The best Kartik period of my entire life. Make full use. अब सोचिए हम लोग घर से दूर हैं यहाँ पर, जहाँ पर हमें शादी में नहीं जाना है, किसी और फंक्शन में नहीं जाना है. We have wonderful association here, devotee association. Everyday program is there. What else we want from Lord? Nothing else. We have proper teachings. We have proper lectures. Our spiritual master lectures. We have books. और हमें क्या चाहिए भगवान से? कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Now it is our due. It's our responsibility. Let's make full use of this month actually. Be very simple in this month. प्रजल्प कम से कम, बाहर की चीज़ें कम से कम. 1 महीने सबको बोल दीजिए कुछ बात नहीं करनी ज़्यादा मुझे. घर से भी ज़्यादा फ़ोन नहीं करना है, इंडिया में भी यहाँ पे भी कम से कम 1 month जस्ट एक मौन व्रत, योगांतरायण मौनेन, और पूरा फोकस जितना अध्ययन कर सकते हैं, श्रवण कर सकते हैं, भक्तों का संग, एंड रिफाइन आवर कॉन्शियसनेस. हम ये तो ट्राई कर रहे हैं. द स्पिरिचुअल प्योरिटी इज़ वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड. महाराज was mentioning the other day actually, 4-5 days ago, he gave a class on Sharad Purnima, very beautiful class. Sharad Purnima, same in the UK only. He said this is subject matter of spiritual purity. Try to purify your consciousness. So let's do it together. We are here. हम सब को एक दूसरे का संग यहाँ पर है. Whatever we need, we can help each other. बस let's do it. ये कार्तिक ऐसे ही नहीं जाना चाहिए हमारे जीवन से. तो ऐसा हम लोग प्रयास करेंगे, भगवान से प्रार्थना करेंगे. ठीक है? हरे कृष्ण. Yes, Prabhuji.
So Prabhuji, in which I was actually searching yesterday, in which yuga this Nalakuvera and Manigruva was cursed? What is the time gap between these two?
So Prabhuji is asking the which yuga it was done, which yuga Narad Muni cursed Nal Kuber Manigriva. So that time period is not given actually, as you mentioned. I also have never came across. But we have to understand this kind of leela is a nit leela actually. What this I have read about this Damodara, that what he's seeing, this is the Nitya Darshan, Nitya vision of the Satyavrat Muni. So he's seeing this pastime as an eternal pastime. हरिबोल कोई बोल रहा है. जैसा लग रहा है कोई ऊपर से देवतागण बोल रहे हैं ऐसे. The celestial voice, right?
So Devi was reading the lecture.
Yeah, actually it's mentioned there. In Bhagavatam it's mentioned that Ananda Amrita Sur Sajangana, that this Srimad Bhagavatam, this Lord's pastime, are reciprocated or relished by the Sura. Sura means demigods and all the sages. They are relishing this pastime. So that is not given, but this eternity of this pastime has been given in the Padma Purana. This eternal pastime. So it happens in every Chaturyuga actually. Was one day of Brahmaji Krishna comes, right? And so whenever he comes, so in Brahma day, one day we have 1000 Chaturyuga. So any one of the Chaturyuga, this pastime definitely happens. Whenever Krishna comes, pastime happens. Okay, so that makes sense, right? Okay, at least one day in Brahmaji it happens. But which one is that? Now this time is 28 Chaturyuga, maybe some other, but this time 28 Chaturyuga. So any one day in any one Chaturyuga, which is one day Brahmaji, it happens. So which time of Brahmaji, that is not given here. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So with that, Prabhuji, I think